Hello everyone and welcome back to Xbox Nation. My name is Fletcher and it's another amazing Wednesday, and you all know what that means. It's time for our weekly sales video. This week's deals are absolutely packed with some fantastic games, and many of which rarely go on sale or are being discounted deeper than ever before. Before we do dive in though, a very quick reminder to you. Don't forget to enter our weekly Xbox game giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and just leave a comment about what you're playing, what games you're looking to pick up this week, or just anything Xbox related. Congratulations to last week's winner. Be sure to hit me up on our awesome Discord server to claim your prize. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive right into these deals, as I'm sure they'll impress you this coming week. First up today, we have Sonic Frontiers. This is the boldest evolution of the Sonic franchise ever seen, bringing open zone gameplay to the beloved blue blur. This digital deluxe edition includes additional in-game content like the Explorer's Treasure Box, which actually includes some pretty useful items for your adventure, and also a digital art book with a 25-track digital mini soundtrack. If you haven't actually seen this game before, then let me explain it to you. It essentially blends high-speed platforming with open-world exploration, letting players solve puzzles, battle robotic foes, and also uncover some pretty hidden secrets. The introduction this time of cyberspace levels really adds a nostalgic twist by incorporating classic Sonic-style platforming. With an engaging story, some pretty epic boss fights, and an awesome upgrade system that lets you customize your playstyle, this is one of Sonic's most ambitious adventures we've ever seen. At 65% off, dropping the price down to just £19.24, this is the best deal we've ever seen for this must-play title. Keeping in the same realm, I really couldn't pass up the opportunity to mention this next game, as it's actually 60% off this week and down to just under £14. Sonic Origins Plus is the ultimate collection for fans of classic Sonic, featuring fully remastered versions of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD. This edition also includes 12 Game Gear titles and the ability to play as Amy Rose for the first time in these adventures. The Anniversary mode as well also introduces widescreen support and quality of life improvements, while the Classic mode retains the original challenge. This collection also includes new animated cutscenes and enhanced visuals, really bringing fresh life to these legendary platformers. Whether you're a long-time Sonic fan or just new to the series, Sonic Origins Plus offers a nostalgic yet polished experience. At 60% off, this is the fantastic way to revisit Sonic's golden era. Two of Platinum Games' most stylish and action-packed titles come together in this bundle celebrating their 10th anniversary. Of course, Bayonetta is a high-speed action game where you control the iconic witch as she battles angels with acrobatic gunplay and magical abilities. The game's witch time dodge mechanic allows for a cinematic slow-motion attack pattern, making every battle feel incredibly dynamic. Vanquish, on the other hand, is a sci-fi third-person shooter that redefines cover-based combat with its very unique slide boost mechanic. It lets players zip across the battlefield at lightning speed and keeps the gameplay just so engaging. Both games here have been fully remastered with enhanced visuals and performance, really making this package the best way to experience them. At 75% off, bringing the price down to just under £10, this is an unbeatable deal and well worth the cost of entry, especially for the best games that Platinum Game have ever made. Usually we see this next game on sale, but only for the deluxe and ultimate editions. So I was actually surprised this week to see the base game of Ghost Runner down to its lowest price we've ever seen. This is a lightning fast first-person action game that actually blends parkour movement with intense cyberpunk combat. Set in the dystopian future, you play as a cybernetic ninja armed with a razor-sharp katana, slicing through enemies whilst wall running and dodging bullets. The one-hit kill mechanic really demands your quick reflexes and precision, making every encounter such a thrilling test of your skill. The game's fluid combat feels like solving a deadly puzzle. Mastering the perfect sequence of attacks and dodges is just key to your survival. The neon-lit cityscapes here, combined with that pulse-pounding electronic soundtrack, really create for such an unforgettable atmosphere. At 70% off this week, dropping the price down to just £7.50, this is an excellent deal for anyone looking for high-speed, skill-based action. Valkyria Chronicles 4 is a tactical RPG that actually blends turn-based strategy with real-time action, and it's set in an alternate history version of World War II. You will lead Squad E, which is a group of soldiers fighting against an overwhelming empire, using a very unique combat system that combines tactical positioning with third-person shooting. Each unit in this game has different strengths and weaknesses, really encouraging you to develop well-balanced strategies. The game's watercolor art style gives it such a distinct painterly look that really does set it apart from other tactical RPGs. Of course, the complete edition includes some extra DLC, including new missions, new characters, and also some additional customization options for your entire squad. With a deeply emotional narrative, with pretty intense battles, and a very rewarding progression system, this really is a must-play for strategy fans. At 80% off and reducing the price to just under £8, this is an incredible opportunity to experience such a beautifully crafted war story with such engaging gameplay. The base Moonlighter is already on Xbox Game Pass. However, with the second game arriving very soon, it is well worth picking up the complete edition for the extra content, or if you just want to dive into this awesome action RPG for the very first time. As mentioned, this game is an action RPG with roguelike mechanics that really does uniquely blend dungeon crawling with shopkeeping. It's a very strange mechanic, but in this game you essentially play as a character named Will, a very young shop owner who dreams of becoming a hero, exploring different dangerous dungeons at night and sending the loot he finds by day. Combat here is very fast and satisfying, with various weapons and abilities for you to master, while the shop management aspect really adds an engaging economic layer. Each dungeon here is procedurally generated as well, ensuring that no two runs are ever the same. Of course, the complete edition includes all the extra DLC, adding brand new dungeons, items, and also some additional story elements. At just £2.99 with an 85% discount, this is the lowest price ever and an absolute steal. From the creators of Rick and Morty comes Trover Saves the Universe, an absurd comedy-driven action platformer filled with bizarre humor and wacky characters. The first time that I actually saw this game myself was as a VR title for the PSVR, but it got transformed into a 2D title, and I have to say it's absolutely fantastic. In this game, you play as a nameless protagonist teamed up with Trover, a reluctant hero tasked with stopping an evil being who's stolen your dogs. The game does feature that hilarious over-the-top dialogue, some fourth wall breaking moments, and also some pretty creative platforming sections. The humour though is really a standout, packed with improvisational comedy that keeps the experience just so unpredictable. Gameplay obviously mixes melee combat, puzzle solving and platforming, unlocking new abilities as you explore its vibrant open world. If you enjoy some over-the-top humour and creative gameplay, this one is a must-have. Now at its lowest price ever with a 67% discount, it is well worth diving into, especially if you like their most recent entry in High on Life. An indie title that really does go under the radar, which is well worth diving into this week, is The Falconeer. It's an open-world aerial combat game that puts you in control of a powerful warbird, soaring over vast oceanic landscapes. This game is actually developed by one solo developer, so it's well worth diving into this experience just to show some support. Featuring stunning art direction and a gripping narrative, the game really offers fast-paced dogfighting, some pretty deep exploration, and multiple factions for you to align with. The fluid flight mechanics though make every battle feel so exhilarating, requiring precise maneuvers to take down different enemy warbirds and just some massive airships. The game's progression system also allows you to upgrade your bird with some new weapons and endurance boosts, ensuring battles grow more intense over time. Its unique setting combined with that atmospheric soundtrack makes it such a standout indie experience. Again, at 80% off this week, bringing the price down to just £3.34, this is such a fantastic deal. If you've never experienced a flight-based action game before, then this is a good way to get started in this genre. Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark is another game that really does go heavily under the radar. As a tactical RPG that pays homage to classics like Final Fantasy Tactics while adding modern refinements, it is a beautiful and incredible experience that I cannot recommend enough. The game features deep turn-based strategy with highly customizable characters, really allowing you to shape your party with over 30 classes and just hundreds of abilities. Combat here is very rewarding, requiring smart positioning, class synergy, and careful planning for you to succeed. The hand-drawn art style here creates a visually striking world, filled with so much detailed environments and just beautifully animated characters. The engaging story also follows the Arbiters, which are essentially an elite force maintaining order in a kingdom teetering on the brink of chaos. Additional content like secret classes and powerful late-game enemies really do keep the experience fresh long after you finished it. It is 75% off this week, so it's well worth diving into it. If you love turn-based tactical combat, then definitely grab this one. Before we dive into the remaining games, please do consider subscribing as I upload Xbox content every single day. Currently, 76% of you are not subscribed, and I would love for you to join the fastest growing Xbox community here on YouTube. I also do run an awesome Discord community, and we are now close to 100 members, so click that link to join us below, and once we hit 100 members, I will also do another giveaway over on Discord. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump back into the remaining games that you want to pick up in this sale. Now, at its lowest price ever, at 60% off and down to just £8.99, this next game is one that absolutely deserves a spot in your library. Young Souls is an action RPG beat-em-up hybrid that blends fast-paced combat with a very heartfelt coming-of-age story. In this game, you play as two rebellious twins, Jen and Tristan, who uncover a portal to a mysterious underground world filled with goblins and danger, essentially to rescue their grandfather. The game combines intense, satisfying combat with some pretty cool RPG mechanics, allowing players to level up their gear and unlock some new abilities. Outside of combat though, story-driven interactions and character development really give such emotional weight to the overall adventure. The stylized art and fluid animations make every battle dynamic, whilst the co-op gameplay edition really enhances the overall experience. This is easily one of my favourite indie experiences within the last 5 years, and if you want to check out my review of this one when I first started the channel, then you can click the link in the description below. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 brings back the brutal, fast-paced third-person action that made the original game such a cult classic, and this week sees the game down to its lowest price since the launch last September. I do have to preference this though, that you do have to have an active Xbox Game Pass membership to get access to this awesome discount. So, as Captain Titus, an elite ultramarine, you'll be fighting against swarms of Tyranids and the armies of chaos in large-scale cinematic battles. The game features some pretty visceral melee combat, some powerful ranged weaponry like the bolt gun, and an engaging operations co-op mode that lets you actually team up with your friends to take down some relentless alien hordes. Each mission throws you into a relentless large-scale warfare, really requiring strategic movement and efficient weapon use just to survive. The war-torn environments and grimdark aesthetic stay true to that Warhammer 40,000 universe, really immersing you in its violent dystopian setting. Honestly, I absolutely love the additional PvP elements as well, and of course the additional content that they keep providing to this game for free. Overall, it's such a fantastic package, especially at the low price of $38.99 this week. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the most immersive open world games ever created, featuring such a gripping story set in the dying days of the Wild West. In this one, if you don't know already, you play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw caught between loyalty to his gang and the encroaching civilization. Rockstar's vast world is filled with so many dynamic encounters, lots of side quests, and also a deep honor system that shapes how you treat others around you. Activities like horseback riding, hunting, fishing, poker, and just so much more really enhance the realism, while a meticulously crafted world offers breathtaking landscapes and so many richly detailed towns just dotted across the map. The game's emotionally powerful story has really kept with me to this day, and it's combined that with an unparalleled attention to detail, making it such an unforgettable experience. At 75% off, bringing the price down to just £13.74, it's well worth picking up, especially as I suspect it might go back up again in the future sales. The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing trilogy is a gothic action RPG series that actually blends monster hunting with fast-paced combat and deep customization. You take on the role of Van Helsing, battling supernatural creatures in a dark steampunk-inspired world. This trilogy includes all 3 games, featuring an extensive skill trees, co-op multiplayer, and strategic combat that lets you tailor your playstyle. That blend of witty dialogue, atmospheric world building, and engaging dungeon crawling keeps the experience so fresh across all 3 entries. It has some pretty challenging boss fights, cool hidden areas, and also an ever-expanding arsenal of weapons that ensure plenty of replayability. With its dark humor and rewarding progression system, this trilogy delivers hours of action-packed gameplay. At 90% off this week, dropping the price to just £3.74, this is an unbeatable deal for action RPG fans. At 75% off, bringing the price down to just £7.99, this next one is a fantastic deal for those of you who love immersive and thought-provoking puzzle adventures. The Witness is a critically acclaimed puzzle adventure game set on a mysterious, visually stunning island. You'll navigate through an open world environment solving over 500 intricate puzzles that will challenge your logic, perception, and observation skills. The game progressively introduces some brand new mechanics, requiring players to rethink their approach with each area that they uncover. Environmental storytelling also adds to the mystery, with hidden clues and audio logs offering cryptic insights into the island's secrets. The minimalist aesthetic and ambient soundscape create such an immersive, almost meditative atmosphere, making it so easy to lose yourself within its world. Each puzzle solved feels very rewarding, offering a deep sense of accomplishment that you don't see in other puzzle games. And I was actually pretty surprised to see this next game is actually the lowest price ever on the Xbox store this week. At 75% off, dropping the price down to just £17.50, this is the lowest price yet for the Dead Space remake. This game revives the legendary sci-fi horror experience with overhauled visuals, refined gameplay, and an even darker atmosphere. You'll be stepping into the boots of Isaac Clarke, an engineer stranded on the derelict UCG Ishimura, where terrifying necromorphs lurk around every single corner. The game retains its signature dismemberment-based combat while introducing a seamless zero-gravity experience, really enhancing the environmental storytelling and also new side missions that expand the original lore. It has advanced lighting, textures, sound design that amplifies the horror, and also makes every shadow and distant noise such a source of tension. Whether you're new to the series or just revisiting it, this remake offers the definitive way to experience Dead Space like you've never seen it before. What game do you like the look of this week? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, and let's see if we can hit 500 likes on this video. Do also make sure to subscribe for more Xbox content like this and so much more every single day. A big shout out to my channel members for your continued support, and if you want access to videos early, some exclusive emotes, shout outs, and so much more, then click that join button or click the link in the comments below. Whilst here, wanting to check out my most recent video on the screen now, as I covered the 20 best Xbox Game Pass games you must play this March 2025.